104 hours after the incident, how many inmates are still at large? How many firearms are missing? News First made attempts today as well to obtain answers to these questions.
Clashes broke out at the Welikada prison last Friday when a search operation was conducted at the chapel and L wards of the prison, which housed 900 special category inmates. When we made inquiries, the Commissioner General of Prisons, P.W. Kodipilly, said that about 700 police STF personnel were called in for the operation, taking into consideration the safety of prison officials. He said the clashes had broken out between the security personnel and the inmates, adding that the inmates had broken into the supplementary armory at the prison and removed several firearms. While inmates had fired at the security forces and prison officials, and the army too was called upon to restore order. The Commissioner General of Prisons said a face-to-face shootout had then taken place and the inmates who were behind the rampage were shot and killed. Speaking to News First on the 11th, the Commissioner General of Prisons said that it had been reported that 3 prisoners were missing.
It was first reported that 5 inmates had escaped. Commissioner General of Prisons P.W. Kodipilly stated that a weapon used to fire tear gas canisters and 2 other weapons are still not accounted for.
The Commissioner General of Prisons said that all information pertaining to the escapees had been handed over to the police. While 11 inmates had escaped on the day of the incident, 6 of them had been apprehended as of yesterday. Another individual suspected to have escaped from the Welikada prison was apprehended by the Ruwanwela police in Dehiyawata today. Accordingly, the prisons department says that at present 4 prisoners are at large. A T-56 assault rifle, a pistol, a 9mm revolver and a tear gas gun are unaccounted for from the prison armory. On the 9th, only 11 persons had escaped. 7 have been apprehended, 6 have been handed over to us. All information regarding the prisoners still at large, their names, ages, places of residence, identifying marks on their bodies, etc. have been handed over to the police department.
දේහ ලක්ෂණ ඒ සියලු දේම අපි පොලිස් දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවට වාර්තා කරලා තියෙනවා.
The Commissioner General of Prisons also said that the Welikada prison had returned to normal.
කිසිම ගැටලුවක් නැතුව
From tomorrow, normalcy will be restored completely. We had some trouble finding manacles, but we have brought these down from other prisons and are planning to produce all suspects in court. At this point, what I can say is that the administration of the Welikada prison has returned to normal. Meanwhile, the police media spokesperson confirmed that the police had received all information pertaining to the missing inmates.
The Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission says it will conduct a broad investigation into the events that took place at the Welikada prison. Commissioner of the Human Rights Commission, Dr. Pratibha Mahanamahewa, revealed this to News First during an interview.
Various complaints have been lodged regarding the incident which occurred on Friday at the prison. We will be deploying officers to the prison to investigate the matter, and they will prepare a report based on this investigation. We will make our recommendations based on the report. We have the power to investigate as to whether human rights have been violated. Therefore, based on the complaints we have received and the concerns raised in these complaints, we have the power to investigate. Mahanamahewa also commented on the questions being raised with regard to the participation of the police in the search operation at the Welikada prison. If the police are to go inside and conduct a search operation, they must obtain a warrant. On previous occasions, the police have obtained warrants and conducted search operations. We must not think of them as the enemy. Prisoners are human beings with human rights. We must all assist in protecting these rights and show empathy to them. Meanwhile, bodies of the inmates killed in the clashes have been returned to their families. The remains of T.H. Lester De Silva are currently lying at his residence in Hikkadua. The 57-year-old was a father of 7. They killed my father like dogs kill cats. It is not good to do this to people, whoever they are. The final rites of Lester De Silva are to be performed tomorrow. The remains of Lalanta Wijesirige have also been returned to his home in Yakalamulla Gaul. The father of 3 was 47 years old at the time of his demise. His 3 years were to end on the 15th or 16th of January. I was working as hired labor to raise some money for his expenses when he gets out, and then this happened. Meanwhile, the final rites for Nirmala Atapattu were performed today.